and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel today, guys, as Barça have been presented with the perfect opportunity to hit back. We saw on Thursday night embarrassing and humiliating scenes at the Camp Nou against Eintracht Frankfurt, and what we got to do here, what we simply must do here as a team and as a club, is hit back. It is Barça against Cadiz. And Xavi in this game has so many key decisions when it comes to his team, with several key players set to be on the sidelines. We're going to be talking about everything that's to come, so let's get to it. Because indeed, on Monday night at 9 p.m. local time, Barça once again will play at the Camp Nou. And this to me is not just a chance for the players to respond and to react to what we saw in midweek, but it's also a chance for the crowd too. We need to have a passionate support inside the stadium. We need to give these players the love and the appreciation that they have earned and that they didn't get in midweek. And we need to all pull together here, because this really is an important game, because elsewhere, here on Sunday, there are plenty of really big clashes taking place, with Atletico Madrid facing our city rivals Espanyol at the Wanda Metropolitano. And look at that game there, last game on Sunday, Sevilla hosting Real Madrid. That could be a really, really good game for us one way or the other, because when you are looking at the league table as it stands right now, we've got Real Madrid and Sevilla either side of us. Real right now are 12 points ahead, Sevilla of course level, but of course you have to bear in mind that we still do hold that game in hand, and crucially right now we are 3 points ahead of Real Betis in 5th. And they have played 2 games more. And of course, top 4 is absolute paramount importance. We simply have to secure that. And what a week this is going to be, guys. What a 7 days to come we have here as Barca fans. And indeed, the players have to step up in this period. On Monday, yes, we're playing at home against Cadiz. That, of course, is our priority right now. But the games, they come very quickly afterwards. On Thursday, we go to the Anoeta to face Real Sociedad. And then on the Sunday, we're at home again. That's our game in hand against Rayo Vallecano. So we've got 3 games there, all in the space of a 7-day period. And at the end of that time, we will know where we are. We could either be in a fantastic position there, especially playing that extra game, really good chance to jump ahead of a lot of teams in the league. But of course, none of those points are guaranteed. We are going to have to go out, we're going to have to use all of our squad in that period, and we are going to have to earn every single one of those vital points. And certainly when you are looking at our first opponent of the week, Cadiz, they are no pushovers, not at all, because yes, indeed, they may be 18th in La Liga, currently right there in the relegation scrap. Only Alaves have scored less goals than them in the league this season, but let's not forget what Levante did. In our very last game in the league, they're 20th, and they gave us such a big fight on the day, so you can't take them lightly. You cannot take them easily, and even more so, given our recent record against Cadiz, because since they've been promoted, we haven't beaten them. Last season, losing away, drawing at home. That was a late penalty given away there by Clement Lenglet. And even earlier this season, under Ronald Koeman in September, Cadiz actually had the better chances. I remember big saves in that game from Ter Stegen to keep us in it. So this for sure is no easy game. And it does not get any easier either when you cross over to Barca and indeed what we can do and what our options are coming into this game, looking at Xavi's team selection, because as we know, there will be no Pedri, and there will likely be no Pedri now for the rest of the current season. A huge loss there, a hamstring injury that he picked up against Eintracht. And of course, we're going to miss his influence in midfield, but also plenty of clutch goals too, especially recently. We have really been relying on Pedri, and we need other players now in that midfield area to really step up in his absence. In defence, unfortunately, there is still no Gerard Piqué. I was really hoping that he'd be ready, that he would be just about recovered in time for this game, but he's not. Still suffering from the injury that he picked up in the first leg against Eintracht Frankfurt. He is not ready for this game, and that is a double blow. Because also in this game, there is no Ronald Araujo. He is suspended there after picking up his 5th yellow card of the season against Levante, which leaves us really, really stretched at centre-back. And when you are looking at the full squad of players here that Xavi can choose from, unfortunately, there is still no Ansu Fati in that squad. We were hoping that maybe this would be the game. This could be the opportunity here to make his return, but still, the club taking no risks. They are not going to force him or push him. It is only going to be when he is absolutely ready, which unfortunately is not quite yet. Which is why, when it comes to the starting lineup here from Xavi, there is a lot to consider, and especially as well considering the way that Cadiz are going to play. We're going to come on to that, but let's start here with our defence. That is certainly the place to begin, because obviously Ter Stegen, yes, I would certainly opt with Serginho Dest at right back, providing that he's fine to start. He came on against Eintracht, so surely he's going to be okay to play this game, and we have to have him in the team. At left back, Jordi Alba, I know that he didn't play all that well against Eintracht, but at the end of the day, is this really going to be the time to throw in Alejandro Balde or try something completely new? Probably not. And then there's centre-back. The options that Xavi has at his disposal right now are as follows: Eric Garcia, Clement Longley, Oscar Mingueza. Those are the 3 that he has to choose from. Now, obviously, Mingueza didn't play well against Eintracht at all. He was thrown in that game. It wasn't right back, but he wasn't so good. You've got Clement Longley, who came on for literally minutes against Levante and gave away a penalty. He also gave away a key one, like I say, in last season's game at the Camp Nou against Cadiz. And then there's Eric Garcia, who is not innocent either, because he's given away 2 penalties in his last 2 games. But plenty of reports right now in the Catalan media say the partnership that we will see is Eric Garcia and Longley together. And what we have to have is focus. Xavi, tell them before they go out, start the game with full concentration, and please don't give anything away. Into midfield then, where Sergio Busquets is likely again to start in that holding role. Alongside him though, of course, no Pedri, so I think Xavi will likely come in alongside Frenkie de Jong, because I think what's really, really important here, guys, is that we start strong in midfield. De Jong was on the bench against Eintracht. That didn't go well, given the fact that he was unwell before kickoff. So what we have to do here is make sure we lock down that area from the very word go. But then it's up front, where I would ask the big questions here, and this is where probably the most difficult decisions are going to come for Xavi in this game, and it's a very, very tough one, because the problem with Cadiz is that they are going to be unbelievably deep. I watched them there when they drew against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. Real Madrid in that game had 36 shots and they could not break down Cadiz. They park the bus, they will have 2 banks there that are so rigid and it's so difficult to find your way through. So what we have to do in this game is play the players who, against that deep block where there's going to be next to no space, they are going to leave nothing in behind, which players can get through that. Because obviously, we have seen in recent weeks Dembele, Aubameyang, Ferran Torres, and for the most part, that has been a phenomenal trio. That has worked really, really well, all those different kinds of qualities, and they have been scoring goals, they have been assisting, they've been doing all of the good stuff, but has it just been misfiring in recent times? And would you then look to maybe someone else to come in? Could this be a game for Memphis Depay? He came on, of course, scored a penalty against Eintracht Frankfurt. If he is going to play, do you play him down the middle? Do you play him off to that left-hand side? And then, of course, I would ask the question about Luuk de Jong, because given the fact that Cadiz are going to be so deep, we are going to have probably crosses coming in. It is going to be that kind of game, especially as it goes on. So would you look to Luuk, certainly to play a part at some stage in this game? And I really would like to know, especially on that front 3, what would you do against Cadiz? But indeed, guys, when it comes to your predictions, what I do have to say is unbelievable confidence, unbelievable positivity. I've got to say that. Yes, there are a few more that are opting in favour there of a Cadiz win. I really hope that doesn't happen. But there are plenty of people here who think, you know what, Barça, they're going to hit back. We are going to strike back and make a point here by winning this game very comfortably. And I do think, to be honest, it is going to be tough. I do think Cadiz are going to be tough to break down. That first goal, it's going to be massive. If we can get that early, we can open the game up. We can then start to really take advantage and pick Cadiz off, but if it takes a long time, if we are deep into the game without scoring that early goal, it is going to be difficult, but I am going to go here with a scoreline of Barça 2, Cadiz 0, a hard-fought win, a crucial win, because ahead of a huge 7 days, we've got to get some confidence back in this team. So please, guys, do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What are you expecting to see from Xavi's Barça in this game? What would your starting lineup be? What are your predictions? And do you believe that Barça can make sure here we hit back in the only way that we know how? Let's get some support inside the stadium. Let's get behind the team. And let's win this game. I will see you after it, guys, on Monday night for all of the reaction. Thank you indeed for watching, for getting involved, and for all of your support. I'll be seeing you soon. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.